Yeah. I don't ever get exhausted. Can't wait to say that I made it. I've been working on patience. This year I know that I got it. Hot guy with the shots, boy. I ain't missing my target. They thought it was done. They thought it was over. I told them I just getting started. Getting that money, I stack it up. You talk shit, can't back it up. Living my dream, I can't pass it up. A few hours ain't good enough. Spending that money on outfits. Buying the car at the dealership. Color hair with the face tats. Riding that wave, get you killed quick. That's why these rappers, they come and go. Auto-tune with the same flow. Videos with the same hoes. New chain with the fake gold. I never fold under pressure. Hold them, my music gon' live on forever. I'm bringing it all to the table. I'm serving you niggas just like I'm a waiter. I've been working on business plans. Trying to move like a businessman. Oh, you wanna be a boss too? Learn to handle your business, man. I got a couple arrangements. I just been doing it different. I'm trying to build up engagement. Gotta keep working and putting out content. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I fuck with the drama. I'm trying to fuck up some commas. I'd rather make me some dollars. I'm doing good, just like my karma. Two-face, I can't trust that. You spread lies, I state facts. Heard your songs, they all whack. Telling these rappers to fall back. I just keep making the music. I never making excuses. I gotta keep myself focused. The rest of y'all niggas is useless. Drop a song, they want more. Gotta give them what they ask for. On the road to success, dog. I ain't taking no detour. Focus only on the positive. Everything else is irrelevant. Didn't want to see me blow up. Now they all gotta deal with it. Trying to take care of my fam, though. I need that money unlimited. The lifestyle that you rap about, we all know you ain't living it. I just keep giving that quality. That's why you rappers ain't qualified. I just been changing the whole vibe. I ain't stopping till I'm satisfied. Join the game on beast mode. No help, no cheat code. Headshot, then I reload. Catch me all in the kill zone. They say this was the ending. It's only the beginning. Watch me get away with murder, about to make a killing. I ain't stopping, I ain't quitting, I ain't giving up for nothing. Someone come and tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. It's only the beginning. Someone tell these motherfuckers I'm just getting started.
Hi, bitch. I think you lost your goddamn mind. Hello. Good evening. I hope that you are all having a fabulous day. I was going to take a break today, and then I was poking around on the internet, and I found some information that I wanted to talk about because Canada has once again let me down. I have not felt as if this country has let me down when it comes to the vaccine since they did their truck convoy here in my city of Ottawa. Which was not appreciated, by the way. Screw all you that came here for that. But Western University, which is a university that is located in London, Ontario, actually had a protest this year in order to argue that they did not want to follow the appropriate mandates for vaccines. So we had an anti-vax protest at a university in London, Ontario, and I'm very, very mad. Now, the university got word that this protest was going to happen, and here in Canada, we also have free speech. So this is what they had to say about it. This here is the statement. As you can see, this was at the end of August. I know I'm a little late, as always. I was hoping that more information would come out about what their plans are with this, but I haven't been able to find much on that. So if anyone does have that, send it over. But it says here, statement from Western University regarding planned student protests. We are aware students are gathering today to peacefully protest the university's vaccine and masking requirements for the fall. We respect students' rights to peacefully protest on campus, and we are supporting them to do so safely. We want them to protest safely, just apparently we don't care about them being safe by getting the vaccine, I guess. It has come to our attention that groups not associated with our campus community are looking to use this peaceful protest as a platform to express their own grievances. Oops. We are concerned that this event will be used for reasons other than what our students have planned, creating a risk of it becoming disruptive and potentially dangerous. Like the truck convoy that happened here, like that? Maybe. Our fall health and safety plans have one goal in mind: to ensure a healthy community so that we can protect in person learning throughout the school year. I'm 9 floors up. Why can I hear the bus like it's right outside my window? I don't know. We know this decision has spurred significant conversation. And as Center of Higher Learning, we encourage the exchange of differing viewpoints and ideas while valuing constructive debate. Constructive should be the key word there. We are not, however, in favor of actions that risk the safety of peaceful protesters or others who happen to be on campus or in our neighboring communities. We are coordinating with our community partners, including London Police Service, to ensure that our students' event can proceed safely. And then they left their lovely little media contact. And that is what they had to say. So again, I think they were more concerned with the protest getting out of hand, as the truck convoy very much got out of hand here, by the way. It was kind of taken over. So I have actually found the protest. But first, let's just talk about what it exactly is that's going on here. For those that do not maybe know, I am pro-vaccine. I think that it is very selfish to not get the vaccine, especially if you are going to be in a public place such as a university where people around you could be immune compromised, where people around you that can't get the vaccine are depending on herd immunity. And I have a very hard time accepting the fact that there are people intelligent enough to go to Western University that would have this protest. I feel like anyone that has an anti-vax protest is really just having a protest, a pro-death one. I mean, you might as well just take signs and go picket saying, we want everyone to die of COVID here. We want everyone to die of COVID here. It would be about the same. So, this is apparently going to be one of many, because a student organizer behind Saturday's protests against Western University's COVID-19 vaccine mandate says the demonstration is, dun dun dun, only the beginning. Feel like that's a threat in the push to overturn the controversial policy. Again, not really sure what is controversial about it. I don't know, but I guess hundreds of people gathered on campus to hear speakers denounce the London, Ontario University's decision to mandate at least 3 vaccine doses for staff, students, and some visitors. Organizer Kendra Hancock, that's her name, it's right there, Hancock, says she hopes the demonstration will lead to public negotiations and further student consultation over the university's rules, which also include mandatory masking in classrooms. Oh my God, you mean we actually all have to do stuff to ensure the safety of each other? Ugh. And that was like so the 90s. Speakers included a former professor at Western affiliated Huron University College, wonderful, who says she refused to comply with the school's previous vaccine mandate. Wonderful, sounds like a great person. That would have been, by the way, when COVID was like going on way more than it is now, as well as the Haldimand Norfolk. I'm gonna fuck that right up. Norfolk Health Unit's acting chief medical officer. God, can you give yourself a bigger title? Of health. Oh, it wasn't even done yet. Who has been an outspoken critic of COVID-19 mandates. Why? I don't know. Because we want everyone to die, apparently, if we're at Western or Huron. Students carrying a banner reading, "Enough is enough," led a march around the university grounds as campus security looked on. I would have taken them and been like, listen, enough is enough of this crap. Just as the march neared its end, some demonstrators split from the organizers and briefly took over one lane of traffic for a block along Western Road before dispersing, which is wonderful. They're like, listen, we don't want to get the vaccine. We don't want to wear the masks. And then we're also going to block the roads so that if people do get sick and they have an ambulance trying to take them to the hospital, fuck them. All right? Fuck it. We want everyone to die. Anyway, I hate anti-vaxxers. I think they're very selfish people. So that was an article that was written about it. Now I have the lovely video of a lot of the protests, if you will, the peaceful protest. So without further ado, let's just react to that because I think that it is interesting. Again, these are university students. You would think that they would be intelligent. I really don't know what the issue is. I'm horrified of needles. Like, I have actually gone to give blood before and have passed out and then not been able to donate. I have had, my shots and then passed out. It's a thing. I even went and got mine. Okay, I don't see what the problem is with getting a vaccine. If you don't want to get it, do you have the right to then go to public places and infect other people? I don't think so. It makes a lot of sense that places like universities and that have residential housing would want people to be fully vaccinated and would want them to continue to wear masks until we know for sure that this thing's gone, as it's not gone yet. People are still dying from COVID right now. You still have to get boosters. You still have to get vaccines. Get them all. Don't be selfish like these people. So again, it's actually called Enough is Enough, Student Protest Against Western University's Jab Policies. And this was on August 27th. And this is it here. Mass student protest. Yay.
So a bit about myself. I was technically kicked out of Huron Western last year. I went through an exemption process, which was denied. I appealed it, it was denied again. And as I said, it was a very isolating time. And, a few of us were able to come together last year and find each other despite the sort of silent, isolating situation that we all had found ourselves in. And it was incredible to have that support. And
this girl's like, we don't like science. I'm so glad that a whole bunch of us that are like anti-science and want everyone to die from COVID could like all find each other so that we could protest the vaccines before uni. I like got kicked out of classes because I failed to follow the rules. Sweetheart, if you can't even follow these simple rules in society, what are you going to do when you graduate?
This year, the support we've been getting from all of you has been absolutely overwhelming. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Boo! Boo! Dummy, boo!
Thank you so much to our outside supporters who weren't able to be here today. We are limiting the demonstration just to make sure we have a safe and effective day, but we do really appreciate everyone from the outside who has been supporting us. We're very grateful. We're going to get started with our speakers here, and then we will be doing a short march. The march is going to go down Oxford, and then we are going to turn towards that side, go down the near UC Hill, and then we're going to loop around and come right back here to Concrete Beach. So when it is time to move, we're going to have the constables sort of leading us, and we're going to do that. But for now, I get to introduce you to our incredible speakers who I want to thank for being here today. So thank you all. We have Hannah, who is a music student here at Western, who has been affected by these mandates. So
Oh my God.
Give us a few words.
Imagine being a music student and you're like sharing instruments and whatnot with people in your class. Like, this girl could be giving COVID to everybody. She's like, yeah, no jobs. I'm just going to go in there and use the trumpet and then someone else can use it. And yeah.
Everybody, if you want to cheer for Hannah.
No.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. It's truly incredible to see all these faces on my campus. And
It's really incredible to see all of these people that want a whole bunch of us to die of COVID and want to be anti-science standing here to protest getting a little needle in our arm to be able to go to university. We would rather make everyone sick. Me not getting this needle in my arm is more important than the rest of you getting sick and then herd immunity, okay? I don't care if you are autoimmune. I don't care. All right, you die because I don't want to get this. That's on you. That's what she should have said.
to know that finally we're not alone and finally we're standing up as students.
I don't know, it doesn't sound like a lot of people are there. You should maybe pan around and show us, but probably not, huh? Also, I think that they've mistaken the fact that the university is allowing them to do the protest just because freedom of speech, like they can't really shut it down. And the fact that the police are like aiding to ensure they're safe with them all agreeing with it. And that's not the same thing, sweetheart.
The past years honestly have really blurred together in my mind. My first years here at Western were amazing. I love my school, don't get me wrong on that. I love my school. The campus is amazing. I've had great professors. I've met many wonderful people. A lot of my friends are here.
And then they told me that I had to get a job. And now I hate them all. And the school sucks. And I want to leave if I can't infect everyone with COVID.
But everything changed when COVID happened. And at the beginning, of course, we didn't know what was going on. That's understandable. But now it's 2022. It's not 2020 anymore. And I have a question for all of you. Who here has gotten COVID at least once?
Woo! We got COVID. We got COVID right after mine and my husband's anniversary. We ended up with it. Apparently, I don't know why this matters. This is funny considering, once again, this is an anti-vaxxer protest. So she's sitting here going, yeah, who amongst my anti-vaxxers all got COVID once? Yeah, we got COVID once. What does it mean, though, if you get COVID once, sweetheart? What are you going to tell us?
Yes, majority of us. We have unvaccinated people here. We have vaccinated people here. It doesn't make a difference. We know now that the COVID vaccine, no matter how many shots you get, does not stop transmission.
It is not supposed to stop the transmission. It can hopefully make it less. Because if you're not vaccinated, then it can make you very, very sick if you get it. For example, I got COVID. I didn't have to go to the hospital. If I hadn't have been vaccinated with my sinus fucking disease and shit, I would have had to have gone to the hospital. Because I got the vaccine, when I got COVID, I was okay. It just felt like the worst flu I had ever had in my fucking life. And I was like bedridden for almost 3 weeks. It was awful, but at the same time, a hell of a lot better than if I hadn't have gotten it. It helps you. And I can't believe I have to explain herd immunity to a university student, me with my 2-year college education. Jesus.
So why should we be continually separated based upon our medical status?
Oh my God, you're already pissing me off. I got only a few minutes in here and I'm already feeling the need to show stats and stuff, lady. We didn't get very far, did we? So here we have the Johns Hopkins medicine site. I'm going to just scroll down a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. They have all the information here. They have all of it here. All right. Now, it's safe. We have, it's safe. Do you still have to wear a mask? Can I get COVID from the vaccine? No, you can't. It doesn't have the virus or other infectious materials in them. The FDA and other reviewers closely consider diverse populations and include them in the trials. The clinical trials for the first two COVID-19 vaccines included members of underrepresented minorities and older age groups, the people with conditions such as obesity, diabetes, and heart and respiratory conditions, who, by the way, sweetheart, those are the people that you need to protect. Because some of those people might not be able to get the fucking vaccine. We recommend that everyone who is eligible to get the vaccine with one or currently authorized mRNA COVID-19 vaccines, Pfizer or Moderna, is highly effective in preventing serious disease, hospitalization, and death, including disease caused by the very contagious Delta and Omicron variants of the coronavirus. And the benefits outweigh the risks. Okay? It does say that it could be highly effective in preventing serious disease, hospitalization, and death. Does that mean that it is 100% going to prevent those things? Not necessarily. It depends on a lot of things. Like how bad you get it. Honestly, that's one of the reasons. But if you don't have the vaccine, you're pretty much gonna be getting a serious disease, end up in the hospital, or you're gonna die. So it's kind of like, do you want to take that chance? Apparently, these people are like, yes, I do. I do want to take it. The funny thing, though, is that people always talk about how this is supposed to stop the transmission. We've discussed fucking herd immunity on here, and I've explained it doesn't necessarily stop it, but it makes it better, okay? It's so contagious and widespread. The volunteers who got the vaccines were exposed to the virus, and with so many exposures, it took a shorter time to see if the vaccines worked. Now listen to this. If people don't get the vaccines, more people are exposed to the virus. More people end up sick. Do you not understand that you should probably then just get it? I don't understand what the big issue is, unless you are a complete nut and you have a tinfoil hat on your head right now, and you are going to start telling me that there's a damn chip in it that the government's going to use to read our minds and track us. Then and then you would have paranoid schizophrenia, by the way, and I would tell you to go see a doctor or psych and get diagnosed. Then you have no reason to not get it other than just, ouchie, needles hurt. And that's not a good excuse for me at all. Literally, this is an outbreak of a fucking virus. The only way to stop it is if we all continue getting the vaccines, we all continue following protocols as best as we can, and then eventually it kind of just phases out, if you will. Second people stop doing that, it comes back. And this has been proven with this vaccine over and over and over again in the last 2 years, where as soon as mandates get dropped and everyone starts going back to what they're doing, more people end up sick. As long as people keep doing that, though, then the virus is getting less and less and less. So I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, imagine being so selfish that you're out here I just don't want to get a jab in my arm or wear a mask because it's annoying on my face and I don't care if I get other people sick. I could never. But here we are. We are here listening to literally an entire protest of people who are going to be doing that right now. And it just makes my head hurt. It makes it hurt, damn it. How is she in university? And then she's so dumb.
The reason why we're here today, why we've arranged...
There are way too many people here that I don't like to see. What is wrong with all of you people? Why do all of you want everyone at this university to get sick and possibly die? Half of you don't even look at the age to go there. What are you doing here? Are you just the alt-right boomers that showed up? What's happening? What's going on with this thing?
Rally, why we arranged this protest, is to get Western to respect us as students for a change. We want them to listen to us. We pay their salaries.
That's great, sweetheart. But if they all get sick from COVID because y'all don't want to get the vaccines before going to school, then ain't nobody paying their salaries. Oh my God, what an awful university. How dare they listen to the Center for Disease Control and Health Canada over this girl. I mean, she's obviously a genius.
They work for us.
Listen, we pay your salaries, which actually is not true. You don't pay their salaries. You pay for your tuition at the university. That money doesn't really go to their salaries. So if you're out here thinking you're entitled because you're a student there, so they should bend to your will because you want to be a selfish bitch and not get a little needle in your arm to protect everyone at the university from getting sick. Sorry to break it to you, honey, but that's not life. Like I said, if you are this entitled in university and you think that the world owes you this much and should revolve around you this much, boy, are you ever. You better stay there forever, sweetheart, because this real world is going to eat you up and spit you out quicker than COVID will kill you since you didn't get the vaccine.
They're not children. They have treated us like children for the last 2 years. The student union has not asked students what they wanted. Western has not asked us what we wanted. They keep telling us this is what we're doing.
Listen, guys, we have to follow Health Canada and the CDC. So we don't really give a fuck what you want. Basically, she's complaining about that. She's like, the government has set restrictions that have to be followed or else they will get fined. And they're doing those instead of listening to me and my anti-vax friends and how we don't want to wear a mask. Like, stupid university, how dare they? Next, she's going to start telling us all about misogyny and telling us that we should fuck feminism too. And then she's going to start talking about how much she loves Trump and how much she loves QAnon. I'm just waiting for it.
Deal with it, okay? And last year...
I say that to you. Deal with it. You want to go to university? Get a vaccine to keep people safe. Deal with it. Are you autoimmune compromised? No? So then you're just being a selfish bitch? Okay.
They announced the mandate after tuition was due. They said this year they would announce it the week of August 8th, which is before tuition is due. They did not do that. They announced it after tuition is due, and we're here again today. Students who never got the vaccine, students who got 2 doses and don't want a third. Doesn't matter what your medical status is. That is absolutely none of my business. It's none of Western's business. What matters is that we're able to be studying here as students, to be able to grow, to be able to learn.
Imagine going to university and being like, they don't need to know anything about my medical records. Like, I hope she's not at residence there. It's like, I have diabetes, but like, they don't need to know I'm on insulin. So if I pass out in class one day, like, they should just all freak out and have no clue what's going on and then just all die instead of giving them my medical records. Okay?
And to be able to develop our education without fear and coercion. My story is not unique. Many students here at Western are in the same boat. I've had the pleasure over the last 2 years of having a completely new friend group of students who've been ostracized by my university. My university promises to be about diversity, inclusion, freedom of speech, and that could not be farther from the truth. So what we're doing...
Once again, I just want to remind everyone once again, she's acting like this is just the university, like this is the only university that ever is making people do this. It's every university out here. You also have to be vaccinated in order to get into the public schools and high schools too, but she doesn't bring that up at all. She doesn't bring the fact up that this is all over the place. It's provincial, you know. So it's not really the university that's doing it. Like, we have bylaws in place. Basically, what happened is when this pandemic came into effect, the bylaw, right? They were like, okay, now we're going to help put in these laws with Health Canada. And then all of the places were told what rules to follow. It's almost like they all got sent a list. Like, restaurants got one, schools got one, everybody got one. And it was like, these are the protocols that you have to follow by law. They didn't have a choice. It's not like they could be like, I'm really sorry, guys, but we're a university and we really like freedom of speech and diversity here. So we're just not going to follow the laws. Like, that's not a thing. So she's all mad that they followed the laws. She's like, how dare the university actually follow the laws instead of just listening to me and my anti-vax friends about how we don't want to get this vaccine because we're all selfish bitches.
Western to what they say we're all about. They said in their announcement this morning that they respect the right of freedom of speech, of dialogue, and the right to peaceful protest. Well,
yes, they said they respected you to talk. They didn't say that it would do anything. Just, again, little reality check for you, sweetheart, because this world is apparently going to treat you real cruel.
Shut off the comments on the Instagram and Twitter and Facebook posts about that, right? So the proof is in the pudding.
The proof isn't, like, of what? Are they stopping you from speaking? No. Are they stopping you from doing your protest? No. Did they provide you with security and police in order to keep you safe during it? Yes. I'm pretty sure that they've already provided all that. They never said, we change our minds when students do a peaceful protest. That's not what they said. They said you had the right to come and share your thoughts and your opinions and do your protest. That doesn't mean they have to then change the rules. The proof is in the pudding. The proof in the pudding is you being here and speaking so dumbly with a microphone in your hand, looking like the world's biggest fucking anti-vax idiot in Ontario right now. What more proof do you need? They're letting you do it.
I just want to make another point here. So
I'm still waiting for the first point. You still haven't given me a good reason why you don't want them other than, it's annoying. Jabs hurt. A free speech. You sound like one of them Americans down in Massachusetts or something, just sitting there in the deep south like, we don't want to get them vaccines. We want to protect our freedoms. Vote for Trump. And then they go and like suck each other off at QAnon. It's gross. Come on, lady. You're in uni. Do better.
They say that, if we all behave ourselves, maybe by Thanksgiving they can remove the mask mandate. We all know how that works.
Yeah, because of idiots like you who refuse to follow the rules and refuse to get the fucking jab, as you call it, keep this shit around. It's because of you losers that this pandemic lasted as long as it did. It's because of you losers that the mandate had to go for longer. It's because of you losers doing all of this shit that COVID hasn't gone away over a year ago. If you had all just done what you were supposed to fucking do, instead of doing these stupid convoys and going all around and getting fake fucking cards to show that you're vaxxed and all this crap, this shit would have been gone. So why don't you do that this time? And then maybe it actually would be gone by Thanksgiving, and then they would take this away. Or is your university pea brain too fucking dumb to figure that out?
Okay, so we're done.
I hope you got a deal on those jeans, because half of them are missing.
I'm buying the lies. We're asking Western to listen to us, to respect our voices,
But I'm ripped.
and to stop discriminating based upon medical status. Western says they're about removing barriers to education, except
You're discriminating against me because of my medical status. Oh my God, I want to throw something at this lady.
when it comes to medical status. We as students have come together. It's been absolutely extraordinary to see the amount of students who've said,
don't discriminate against me because I want to make everyone sick with COVID and I want the elderly and autoimmunocompromised people to die, okay? Don't judge me poorly. Get mad at the university for following the law. Jeez.
that enough is enough. Doesn't matter how many doses of the vaccine they do or do not have. They've said we want to be treated like adults. We want to be able to have access to education and stop living under continual stress, being chased down if we're not wearing the correct mask, being forced to test, having something jabbed up our nose every twice a week.
Well, why can't you wear the right mask? You're at a fucking university and you people can't even put on the proper mask? Like, I don't know. It's just she wants me to feel sorry for her, and I just don't. She's like, we get chased down when we don't do the proper things. I'm like, yeah, that's usually how it is when you're in a public place like that. You paid tuition there, right? But it's considered a public place. It's a private paid school. Technically, they can come up with any fucking rules they want, and you would have to follow them. The only thing you pay for is your education there.
Like I had to go through. Also, I just want to make one point.
Again, why didn't you put on the proper mask then? She's like, it was so traumatizing. I like put on the wrong mask and like, because I'm like so dumb. I know I got into this university in London, but like, I don't even know what a mask is or like how to make it cover your mouth and your nose at the same time. So like, I just like didn't put it on right. And then they came and chased me down and it triggered me. Like, you're the dummy that didn't know how to put the mask on properly or wear the proper mask. What do you mean?
The science when it comes to Western is different. So if you're on campus here, you're definitely,
When it comes to Western science, are we actually, oh my God, we have regressed so much in our fucking society that we actually have to be like in Western medicine because this girl must like be all about essential oils and like witchcraft in order to cure COVID. Oh Lord, fucking help me. That's where we are in our world. We got bitches that are like, I'm gonna cast a spell on myself and it will protect me from the COVID. I'm just gonna go and drink some horse tranquilizer and it will cure me. Don't listen to that Western medicine. Western.
Getting COVID, but not as soon as you exit campus. And if you go to a bar downtown, you're fine. You don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to show proof of vaccination.
Okay, so like, what's the big deal then? Oh no, you have to wear a mask while you're in class. And then you don't have to wear it anywhere else. So what, you can't just put one on your face to fucking go to class? Again, I don't understand.
Only here at Western, okay? Also, depending where you're on campus, the science changes as well. So if you're a student with an exemption like me,
John
you go to school, but you cannot go to any events on campus.
The frogs are gay.
I went to Mustang Lounge, which is in the UCC there. I was president of a club. I was denied access to Mustang Lounge. And I was told by one of the USC staff members that I was not being discriminated against. Really? Okay? And also I was not allowed to go to the gym. Any student with an exemption was not allowed to go to the gym to be healthy.
No. This bitch. I wasn't allowed to go to gym to be healthy because I refused the mandated vaccine to go out. Yeah, because people really want you at their gym, not vaccinated, probably carrying the virus all over the place, sweating all over the equipment. I'm sure everybody wanted that.
That's not important. And we were not allowed.
Now, why do you care about your health right now? She's like, I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to get the vaccine, but I need the gym for my health. I'm like, bitch, what are you on?
As I said, go to football games, any
I think you're jabbing
like that.
something
I don't
else.
even know if I'll be able to attend my graduation ceremony in October because they're going to be checking for proof of vaccination. And even if your student has an exemption, you're not allowed to into event spaces. So like I said, the science changes depending where you are on campus. I just want to thank everybody for coming here.
The science doesn't change. They're trying to be nice to people like you. And people like you, once you give them just a little bit and go, okay, we'll just have the mandated like places like the classroom and the cafeteria and the gym and all that will make them wear a mask there. But then for other things, we'll let them not wear a mask or whatever. Give you a fucking centimeter, you want a fucking mile, don't you? That wasn't good enough. You were like, no, I want to make everybody sick. We want this university to break the law.
Today, it's been incredibly rewarding at the end of my 4th year here to see it all coming together to stand up for our rights. And often we're told that we're selfish. It's not selfish when I have students coming to me crying because they sent letters and wrote why they don't want to get the vaccine, they get denied, or they ask to show.
Yeah, because why don't you want to get the vaccine? Because you're an idiot conspiracy theorist. You look like the type of moron that would come and tell me, I don't want to get the vaccine because I watched Jenny McCarthy one time and she told me that vaccine causes autism. It causes the tism. So I don't want to get them vaccines. I bet you the COVID one probably makes you a full regard. Like, dummy. Why don't you want to get it? Because of some stupid conspiracy theory and some QAnon bullshit and some plandemic fucking movie that I already debunked. So I don't want to hear it.
Denied again. One of my friends, she submitted an exemption, didn't hear back about it. She was asked to give more proof. And then in February of this year, 1 month away from finishing first year of her master's, she was kicked off of campus because her exemption was denied. And she's not been given a dime of her tuition back.
No, because she did not follow the rules. When you break the rules and you continuously break the rules, they're allowed to kick you out. You want your rights and freedoms, but you're not thinking of the rights and freedoms of the people that want to go to that school that are autoimmune compromised, that cannot get the vaccine, that are depending on other people to get it because you're so selfish. It is selfishness.
That's what we're dealing with here.
Like, if it was any other rule that this girl broke 4 or 5 times and then got kicked out for, like, no one would be cheering. But since all these people are stupid anti-vaxxers, they're all like, oh my God, you mean she didn't follow the rules? They kept giving her letters telling her to follow the rules or else she couldn't come. And she just, like, was so entitled she didn't do it. And now she's sad she got booted. Oh, the maturity level and the intelligence level of these quote-unquote university students.
At Western. And I mean, this past year, even the year before, just the amount of fear, they hired people to chase students down if they weren't wearing the correct mask.
Oh my God, stop saying chase students down, okay? There weren't like police officers that were actually running after students. You're insane. Stop this madness. Lord. And yeah, if they saw people that weren't wearing a mask properly, they would tell you to put it on properly. That wasn't just to tell you to protect other. That was also for you, sis. They're like, hi, sweetheart, you seem a little slow. You don't seem to understand that you have to wear a proper mask and cover your nose and your mouth at the same time. Here, let me help you so you don't get COVID. But just because you're like, I don't care if I get COVID. I've already had it. Vaccine didn't stop it. So I don't want to get jabbed anymore. Like what? Now you're a victim of some dude chasing you down? They hired people to chase us down. No, they just had the regular fucking security people there. Like, show us proof that that they actually hired people to chase you down, please, before you come out here and make these stupid statements.
You go through testing. If you don't go to testing, you get banned from campus.
Well, let me tell you, if a guy ran up on you and chased you down over your mask, you're going to tell me that you wouldn't have recorded that and put it on your TikTok? I should be going on TikTok later then and finding all kinds of Western University posts of people being like, oh my God, this guy just chased me down for my mask at Western University in London, Ontario. They're so cruel here. No, there's not one of them. Didn't think so.
Then you have to deal with the lawyer to get you back onto campus. All of that on top of your education. Even last year when I was pregnant, I thought I would have a miscarriage from the amount of stress I went through. And it didn't matter if you're pregnant. It doesn't matter if you have disabilities. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, if you're pregnant, please go get a vaccine. That is even worse. Then you are also putting your baby at risk. And did you just try to put your possible miscarriage on the stress of being at school, refusing to follow their mandates, and them asking you to? Is that what just happened here? Lord, go to a different university then. Or don't go. I'm wondering how you got in to begin with the way you think here.
What your health reasons are why you can't get the vaccine. It does not matter. Education is a right. Westerners always said education is a right, and we want to hold them to that.
I think that this woman read too much of Earthly Wellness's website and gets all of her advice from Modern Alternative Mama.
So thank you so much for coming, and I look forward to
Boo! Get off the stage, bitch! Get off the stage! Boo!
Thank you so much.
Get some better pants! There's holes in that one.
Let's hear it for Hannah.
Look at all these dumb people at a university, of all places. We want them all to die. We want them all to die. That's what they should be chanting. We want to kill everyone with COVID. We want to kill everyone with COVID. Enough is enough. Let's kill everyone. Enough is enough. Let's kill everyone. Freedom is essential unless you're autoimmune. Compromise, bitch. Unite for freedom unless you're autoimmune. Compromise, bitch. I don't give a fuck if we put 500 million people in a ditch. Enough is enough. We want to kill everyone with COVID. Enough is enough. We want to kill everyone with COVID. Enough is enough. We want to kill everyone with COVID. Enough is enough. I'm in uni and I don't follow rules. Enough is enough. I don't follow rules and I get kicked out of school. Freedom is essential unless you're autoimmune. And then I don't give a fuck if I get you sick at my school. I'm sorry, but I just...
Hey, how are you?
Enough is enough. Stop this stupidity. What is this? Stop this. Education, not coercion. Okay, you tell that to the autoimmune people that are going to die this year because they just went there to get their education and you didn't want to get a goddamn vaccine. Okay, I don't think they'll be very pleased. Why don't you guys have signs that say, vaccines cause autism? Vaccines gives you measles. Because you might as well. You're about that dumb. Freedom is essential unless you're autoimmune compromised. Then we don't give a fuck about you wanting to go to school. How are like half of these people like 50 years old? Is this like the school of boomers? What's going on in London, Ontario, damn it? Is that what the problem is? Stop injecting our students. Make it sound like we're giving them heroin or something. Jesus. Stop keeping them safe. Like what? Held accountable for what? What is this? I was just doing my job. Will not work this time. You will be held accountable when the tides turn. And the tides always turn. The world is watching. There will be evidence. You will be caught. You will be held accountable. Yeah, did you hear that, CDC? You're going to be held accountable for saving everyone from COVID and making sure that they follow that stuff, the mandates. How dare they? So, yeah, Western University had a protest beginning of this year. So far, none of the laws have changed. I can't find any information. Apparently, the university is, trying to work something out with these people to keep them somewhat happy. But I just want to also stress the fact that this isn't all on the university. Like, these are the laws. All of the universities have to follow this laws, not just that one. So I don't know why these people think that they should be exempt from following the rules. But of course, as always, we have university and college students who feel privileged and entitled to fuck up our world. It seems to be a thing. So I just wanted to come on here and vent about that because for the last few days, it's been all over the news nonstop. Well, last couple of weeks, it's been all over the news nonstop. And I just felt like coming on and doing it. I also wanted to see if I finally fixed my internet. Turns out it's looking pretty good. I think I did. So yay for that. I am going to be doing an r/wholesome memes video that will be coming out tomorrow at some time, probably in the evening. Just because, I have a life. And then I have some streams going on this week, so stay tuned for those. They are all about scams. And I am thinking of doing the medieval cult stream sometime next week because that one got pushed a while ago. Heaven's Gate's being worked on. That should be out soon as maintenance is ending in my place this week, I hope, for now anyway. And also, I have downloaded Modern Alternative Mama's book. And I was thinking that we could have some fun reading through it together. It's pretty short. It's to the point. So I thought that maybe we could start doing that on Saturday. I will see if I have time to stream on Saturday. I'll know like as the week goes on because it's like only Monday. I can't really speak for that long from now. And I think that that will be a really fun thing to do. Please get vaccinated. Don't be a selfish bitch. It is just selfishness to not get vaccinated unless you have a very good reason, like being autoimmune compromised. Like, go get the fucking vaccine, okay? Stop being selfish. And if they have laws and regulations anywhere, you should follow them, okay? You're not entitled to break the rules. Learn that now. If you're in uni, learn that today. Because if you go to have a job in future and they have a mandate like this, you can't be pulling this crap. I think that people need to understand that society has rules for a reason, have laws for a reason. I mean, I can't just be like, you know that drinking and driving law? It's like a really dumb law. I think I'm going to like drink and drive and go kill 500 people just because I don't feel like getting an Uber and then go kill 500 people. Okay. Just like you should not be able to be like, I don't want to get this vaccine or wear a mask, but then I want to go to university and infect 500 people or more with no consideration for the people that could actually be harmed from COVID. It's great that you got COVID, lady, one time and that you were fine and the jab didn't stop you from getting it, which I don't remember people saying that it was going to completely prevent it. But anyway, maybe that's just me. And I actually listen to the truth. I'm not looking for the conspiracy theories or anything unless I'm looking to debunk them. But never was told to you that it would prevent it. But that's just a stupid reason to not want to get it in future. Okay? Get the damn vaccine. It really, what is it doing? You spend 10 minutes, go get a needle in your arm, and then none of this crap has to happen, and you don't have to be, quote unquote, scared of people, quote unquote, chasing you down to tell you to put a mask on properly because apparently you don't know how, even though you're in uni, which again, that sounds like a you problem, sis. I have had it up to here with anti-vaxxers. They drive me absolutely insane. And I am going to continuously bitch about them on my channel. So stay tuned for that in future. And I'm going to see you all tomorrow with a video and Wednesday with the stream. Have a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous night. And remember to get the fucking vaccine, damn it. And if you are at Western University and you did take part in that, shame on you, man. I'm fucking serious. Get the damn vaccine, okay? Jesus Christ.